Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're playing some more Sims 4. You meet me back in this dump where last time we managed to progress in our job and lots of other lovely things, including building this lovely dining table which has some old milk on it. What is that? Thrandranian, it is actually milk. Wow, that was a good guess. What are you doing, man? You need to get better at life skills. We also made a new friend since last time. Ali, I can't remember what your last name is, Voss. She is single. Oh my god, so we have a chance, finally. We've found someone that isn't in a relationship already. Oh, play The Sims 4 for 5 hours. Lovely. Getting all the cheese today. We're going to get some more accolades as well. So we got a chance with Ali. She came round, first meeting, and broke my computer. That is pretty much the standard with everyone that I've ever met in this game. We're currently at work, and we are now about to progress, because we can now choose a subclass. We want to be either an author or a journalist. Now, both these require us to do different things. I'm just going to go through these. I haven't actually seen any of this before, so it's all new to me as well. If you love the freedom to embellish and invent, the author's life is for you. Call up a character, chase after a tale. The written word is yours. Rules include the ability to make more money from books. Okay, well, most of the money, you might have noticed I've got over 8,000 simoleons since last time. Most of that money has actually come from me selling my books that I've written at home to the publishers in the game. So that seems like a good way of making money. Now, journalists' words can be powerful tools when used to expose the truth. As a journalist, you'll dig up important dirt and scatter it for all to see. Rewards include the ability to interview other Sims about their lives. I think based on the storyline that we're going with, having, come from a fantasy world where we want to embezzle our tales of, or embellish even, that was completely the wrong word, tales of our exploits, killing dragons and whatnot. Obviously we made the book of Rainbow Sausage or whatever, but we need to do even more of this. We're going to become an author. And here we go, promotion time. So we're a short story writer, which is wonderful indeed. So we're now going to be making 60 simoleons per hour. We've got some more vacation. I'm still not really sure how to take that, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered. We don't need a break. Thrandranian, he's used to working every day of his life, destroying the evil beasts of the land. However, we do have over 9,000. This is something that I want to do this episode. I want to start improving the house, so let's get straight into it. Enough talking. Right, so the question is really what we want to do here. Let's just get rid of this. We have currently pretty much filled out most of the downstairs rooms. We could start improving things like the bathroom, but I think what we want to do first of all is increase this stairway, because we need to. Come on now. We said for ages that we're going to have a double staircase, so let's just do it. Let's do it. How the hell do we do it, though? That is the main thing to figure out. Oh, you can, look. You just drag it like this. Okay, can't intersect with walls, so if we place this one forward and then drag out like this. There we go. Right, now we can move this back. Why was that so difficult? God, Parky. So dumb. Okay, so we'll get rid of that wall there, because that's now a bit irrelevant. And then we'll put down another little wall, just to fill in the gap in between the stairs like that. And we're obviously going to have to decorate that with the tiles that we used. I think that is in here. Is it you? No, it's not you. I always get these confused. There we go, that one. And also, maybe we should just show the walls a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Right, there we go. So that's now sorted. We can put the rail back onto this, like this, but we want to get the right railing. I think we were going for the darker one, weren't we? Or was it the lighter? No, it was definitely the darker. Okay, so there we go. Got the double staircase, finally. That looks a lot better. It looks a lot more majestic and castle-like having a double staircase. Now, one of the things I want to do this episode is start developing the upstairs, because as you can see, we currently have nothing, which is terrible. So, we're going to have to get the wall tool out and start placing down our upstairs. The most obvious thing to do right now is just to trace the building like this. I would like to make this a bit more interesting, so we are going to edit the shape slightly as we go along, but for now I'm just going to put the basic outline of the wall and hope that we have enough money to do this, because then we can start playing around with these things a bit better. Okay, so there we go, got an upstairs room, lovely. And I think also what we're going to do is we're going to try and divide these two rooms off here like this. Unfortunately, it is going to cost a lot of money to do this. But there's not much we can do about that right now. I was also thinking what we could do is have a big central room here where this is more like a corridor than a big room like downstairs, because I feel like we need to make things a bit more different and interesting, because this is a bit boring if we're just going to have the same structure throughout the entire house. So what we're going to do is we're going to have... let's have a little think about how I was doing this. We're going to have something a bit like this. I'm kind of doing this on the fly, so don't blame me if it goes horribly wrong. We're going to bring it down. We're going to have a 2 gap like that. The staircase isn't centralised, but that doesn't matter, because what I was going to do is I was going to put a double door here leading into this new room. And then we've got these 2 other sort of little corridors leading to the other 2 side rooms, which I think looks pretty damn cool. And it's just changing it up a little bit. And castles, you don't really tend to have just like 3 major rooms. It's lots of little rooms, I think. Okay, so then we're going to need to put a little wall around the back here like this, just to divide this off. So there we go. So this is now a very unusually shaped room, but unusual is good, because unusual is interesting to develop in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a door here like that, and then I think we were going to go with maybe 2 single doors on these. But if I can find a good single door, which is kind of looking like this, that'd be good. Maybe go for one of these, make it dark brown like that. There we go, yeah, that seems fine. So we've got 2 doors like that. We're also going to need some lighting in here, because it's currently dark, so let's go for this. Ceiling lamps. And then I do really like these reclamation lamps. I think we're going to use these. They look the most castle-like. Alternatively, what we could use is those nice wall lamps, because those look even nicer. Where are they? They're down here somewhere. Is it this old-style gas lamp? What did we use downstairs? Let's have a little look quickly. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? What are these? Old life gas lamp, yeah. Okay, so let's go back upstairs. We'll use these instead. Where are you? There we are. And we're going to put one next to each of these doors. So we're going to have to... Oh, that is not the right button. There we go. It's a bit difficult seeing what's going on when you're in this view now, but it's fine. We're not really going to have the walls up like this all the time. We are going to also need to decorate the outside of the building, because again we have no windows or anything nice on this side, and I'm going to make it all look a lot more intricate in the long term, so don't worry if it looks a bit weird right now. It's as much as I can do in one go. Okay, so that's enough lights out this way. We're running out of money quite quickly actually, so I probably can't afford to do much more than this. So let's just lower these walls down again. I like having the back wall on like that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back into this mode, set these. We can't see them unless the wall's up, that's a bit annoying. Auto lights, all lights, there we go. So that will just reduce our bills a little bit so that we don't get charged whilst we're not using those lights. It means they'll automatically come on when we walk upstairs, which is good. But here's the main structure of the upstairs. I'm not really sure what these rooms are going to be. I feel as though this needs to be the master bedroom, because this is like really big. And I think we need to move through Anne out of the downstairs sort of side guest bedroom up into here. I'm not really sure what these are going to be, maybe a second bathroom. But I was thinking what I was going to do, I was going to leave it up to you guys. So what I'd like you to do in the comment section of this video is to leave your suggestions as to what you would like to actually go into each of these rooms. Also maybe give some feedback onto how I should decorate each of these rooms as well, because I'm not particularly sure what I'm going to do with them. I know I definitely want this to be the master bedroom, so keep that in mind, but these side rooms, not really sure. Also, I'm not sure whether to keep this bedroom here or just move it all upstairs into one of the side rooms upstairs, because it seems a bit more realistic to have your sort of bedrooms on the first floor rather than the ground floor. But whatever, we can figure this all out soon. Oh wow, so we actually need to reach the level 2 logic skill now as a short story writer. Not exactly sure how that works, but it's okay. We've got 700 simoleons left, and let's just unpause this so we can see what's going on. Thrangiani, your house has expanded. Oh, and that's another thing as well. I need to really look into what I'm going to do with the rest of this land, because we don't have the most land in the world, if you have a little look. We've got a little bit of garden space. Everyone said that they'd like to see a moat around here, which I really like the idea of. We also need to put in a dungeon, of course. I completely forgot about a dungeon. So we're going to have a third floor underground. Maybe not the same shape, but we can just have like a big rectangular shape with really gross sort of stone walls with moss all over them and horrible torture devices down there. Maybe I'll install a mod which allows me to kill people again, because that was always fun. That might be a good idea, and then we can store their remains downstairs. I think that's what I did with, what's his name? The last playthrough I did. How can I not remember his name? That's terrible. Lance Fornicate. There we go. Yes, poor old Lance. He didn't survive very well, but it's okay. He's living in peace now. Okay, so what are we doing? This is the question. We've got a little while to go until our next performance upgrade, which is probably going to be... well, I don't know, to be honest. I assume if we're a short story writer, maybe a novelist, something else like that. But what we need to be doing is we need to be writing our daily task of a book of some kind. We have many books that are on the market right now, some of them of questionable quality and intent. And we're going to continue that streak into the future, but what we need to do is we need to repair our computer, because it is crap and it is broken. This is something that I'd like to do now. Before next episode, obviously I'm going to get a lot more money so we can start expanding our upstairs fittings and other stuff, our furniture. But what I want to do is I want to start upgrading some of our current houseware, because frankly everything keeps breaking and it's terrible. This bed doesn't recover us very quickly or very well at all, so that's what we're going to be doing. And also I really want to get a new computer as... oh, we can pay the bills again. How exciting. I love paying bills, it's the best time of the month. So let's just throw this away. We've got loads of spare parts, so we don't need to worry about that. We have work in 2 days, so we don't need to worry particularly about doing our daily task right now. But what we can do is we can start working towards this level 2 logic skill. So I don't know what actually increases this. I assume we would have to use the computer somehow. Skill books can be purchased directly from the bookshelf using purchase books interaction. Read logic skill book. Okay, we could get a chess table. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? How much is a chess table? That's the sort of thing that you see in a castle as well, so that's perfect. If we can get this, then that would be good, even if it's just a cheap one. Alright, 450. So if we just wait until our money comes in, we can start playing chess, which sounds really cool. So let's do that. That's going to be our aim. Forget using the computer. We can use the computer to write. We're not going to read about logic either. We want to play games. And I think what we might do is we might put the chessboard in front of this seat, because that sounds cool. Sit down in a nice comfy armchair playing against our invisible friend. Maybe Reggie will have a go. Reggie is a world champion in chess. Did you not know that? Look at him. The logic is insane in his eyes. So we're going to be playing chess against Reggie. It's going to greatly increase our logic skill, playing against such a grandmaster champion of chess. And then hopefully we'll start progressing in our career a bit more. I'm not going to bother writing any more books until we've got to level 2 of our logic skill, because it's not going to help us increase our performance anyway by doing the daily task, so whatever. Okay, Thrandranian, we need to get our daily income of money. And I think we get it around 9 o'clock, so we should be getting maybe about 800 simoleons very soon. I think it's around that. Whatever it is, we get a lot from whatever we're doing. In fact, I might as well just start writing a book whilst we're going along. Oh, that's another thing. Because I got to level 7 of writing, it means that we can now write fantasy books, which is quite funny, really, because that's exactly what we want to do. The Adventures of a Hobbit. This is a fantasy book. We can do a better description than that. Join Bilbo in his adventures of fanny packs and eating rotten bread. I don't know why fanny packs, to be honest. It's the first thing that came to my mind, but that's what we're going to go with. If you watch my Skyrim series of Adventures of a Hobbit, it may make a bit more sense to you. Go and check it out if you haven't done so already. Shameless plugging! So one thing I want to mention for those of you who are a real fan of this series, I don't like mentioning sort of channel-related stuff in series, because I think that should be kept out of just general Let's Plays. But if you're enjoying this series, holy shit! We've got 1,300. I think we can afford a chessboard now. But as I was saying, one thing that you might be interested in is that I've actually got a lot more time now. I've got the next 3 months off from work and whatever else. So I'm going to be focusing really heavily on my channel. So that's something to take note of, because we're going to be pumping out more of these if you're a real fan of the series and other stuff. So it's going to be good fun. Which one of the... I think we should just go for the Grand Plans chess table. Why the hell not? It's going to be fun. I quite like this red table like this. It kind of matches the chair. So we're going to go with this. I'm going to play as black side as well because, hey, we're the evil guys. I always thought that when playing chess. I don't know if many of you guys have played chess, but whenever I played, I always wanted to play as the black chess pieces. Feels like you're the evil army encroaching upon the good guys. I don't know, maybe I always looked into it too much. Probably. Because I am really sad. So here we go. Let's see if we can play this. We can't. We don't. There are not enough chairs to do this. We have to get a chair. Another chair. Okay, well, we have 300. Maybe we can fit one in here. Maybe just one of these. Is this one that we can use? Do we need a desk chair? We may need a desk chair, actually. That doesn't look in line, does it? What is going on here? Okay, does this work? It doesn't really look like it would. Okay, it doesn't work. So what we might have to do is, we could have a games room. Maybe this could be our like games room instead. We can move this upstairs into one of the side bedrooms and have this as just like a load of different things like snooker and chess and other cool stuff. That sounds cool. So what I might do instead is, if we just put this... We're going to move this chair. We're going to put the chair in the corner. Maybe a bit like... Oh, God. Where am I going to put this? Oh, we could have a chair by the fireplace, like that. That's a good idea. Okay, so we're going to have the chessboard here. And then we're going to have a chair. Again, I'm just going to go with the fact that we might need a desk chair. So let's just go with this. And we're going to have a nice... a thinking colour. A green... No, green isn't very thinking. Maybe just a black one. I don't like the colour of any of these. Maybe just like a brown one of these. Like that. And you need to play it with a partner, so there we go. Right, so I don't know how this is going to work. Are we going to have enough people to play with this? Oh no, we can. Look, we can just play with ourselves. Oh, you don't want to do that, Thrandranian. How can he play against himself? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, well, we've got the logic skill going on now, so we don't need to worry about that. Where is it? Level 1. So I'm hoping that's going to start progressing quite quickly. We're going to ignore our phone, because who the hell cares? We're not the most sociable of beasts. And as soon as this is all sorted out, we shall start progressing our daily task of writing some lovely books. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I've just been selling to publisher. And we've got a few more, actually. And if you look at this, when you hover over these, they've each got a quality. So the higher the quality, the more royalties you make each day. So this one is only good. Oh, I like how the Adventures of the Hobbit is only good. For God's sake, Thrandranian, at least, like, embellish the story of Hilbo, for God's sake. But yeah, all these other ones are excellent. Sometimes you get like a bestseller status and you just get a lot of money from them. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be selling all of these, and then we could self-publish, but I think it's to my understanding that you don't get as much money. I think. Unless it's really, really good, in which case maybe you would. But I've just been selling them all to publisher because, frankly, it's getting us a lot of money, so we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, well, this seems like a good place to end today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave your support in the comment section below. To leave your ratings and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward, goodbye. Awkward.